Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my book. Vertal Publishing presents This Is Not a Fashion Story, Taking Chances, Breaking Rules, and Being a Boss in the Big City by Danielle Bernstein, narrated by Danielle Bernstein at Brick Shop Audio. Dedicated to Poppy Ivan, who always believed fashion was more than a shopping habit, and to Poppy Dave, who threatened to break my boyfriend's legs if they ever hurt me. Introduction. Let's rewind. 5 years ago, on the kind of bright morning that reminds me why I want to live in Manhattan, I woke up beside a naked male model and decided to write a book. His name was Elevator Hunk. Obviously, that's not the guy's legal name. His passport doesn't list Elevator Hunk above his birth date, but it was the nickname my friends and I gave him during our many weeks of stalking. You see, Elevator Hunk and I happened to live in the same apartment building in the West Village of Manhattan. He was the first thing I had noticed about my new digs, aside from the luxury of finally having an in-unit laundry machine, the pinnacle of New York living. The timing was fortuitous, because I moved into this particular apartment during May of 2015, at a time where I was recovering from a bad breakup and had decided to let myself enjoy the joys of sex without commitment. I like to call those months my Samantha summer, so named after Kim Cattrall's legendary character on Sex and the City. Samantha Jones lived and loved freely. She got what she wanted, and what's more, she refused to apologize for wanting it. But back to that Saturday morning. I watched Elevator Hunk's ass slip out of my cotton jersey sheets like 2 scoops of salted caramel ice cream, then swiped my phone off my bedside table. One extremely long text to my girls later, I detailed exactly how he got there. Don't worry, you'll read about that later. My phone started pinging incessantly, receiving a gaggle of hilarious responses. The most popular opinion? That I would want to remember this movie-like experience when I was old and married. A memorializing text simply wasn't enough. Then I started to think, why not put pen to paper and write about all the wild encounters from my Samantha summer? Most likely no one else would want to read it, but at least I'd have the memories. Luckily, or perhaps unluckily for me, I had a 6-hour flight to Los Angeles that very day. Once the plane took off, I applied my Dr. Jart sheet mask, grabbed my laptop, and started to chronicle every dirty detail. By the time I returned to New York 5 days later, I was addicted to writing. I had already transcribed an additional 4 sexcapades while on the West Coast, stories that detailed the various men and experiences in my 23 years of life. I started to think that maybe, just maybe, it could be a book that people would actually want to read. This book. I gave my project a working title, The Samantha Stories, and spent every spare moment of the next weeks hammering on my keyboard. Of course, I'm used to sharing the particulars of my life on We Wore What, but sex life?
Sample complete. Ready to continue?